The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. We all know Joel Embiid's incredible blend of size, strength, and skill. He says, whenever I want, I'm able to be Shaq. And I'm also able to be Dirk, Kobe, or MJ, or any guard, really. Just a combination of everything offensively. Kevin, whether it's shooting off the dribble or pulling up or ball handling, he does it all well.
He does indeed. David, thanks. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, on the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. The pass to Tillman. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And for the teams that are struggling to meet expectations, Richard, what kind of advice would you give them at this point of the season?
Well, Kev, it all depends on why they're struggling. If they're trying to integrate new pieces, you got to stay patient. If it's chemistry issues, though, that can get a bit more complicated.
How have you handled chemistry issues when you play?
Well, some things are just unavoidable. Some teams have great chemistry, and some teams not so much.
The first one falls.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future if you're a team like the 76ers?
No, you should have 100% focus on here and now. Why? Because players like Embiid only come around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all of your bets and try and get it done while you have the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from it at all.
No, that's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers. They have all done the same thing. They went into win-now mode.
Now, here's Bain. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Back to Harden. Maxey in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Bain passes to Morant. Here's Tillman. No good on the triple.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Harden bounce pass. Here's Embiid, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring two, sometimes three. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
Big break. Two shots.
First free throw is good. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
No good on the second free throw.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Throw good, Bain. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you, and in some ways it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Now here is Harris. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
And here is Bain, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Back to Morant. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Luke Kennard comes in for Brooks. Williams, he's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Now, here's Melton. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Here's Harrell. And Harrell shoots it in.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Jones with it. Defended by Milton. Jones, the pass to Aldama. Clark outside. Melton against Williams. From the wing. That one doesn't go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Williams against Melton. Passes it to Harrell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Melton, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Williams kicks to Jones. Pass to Clark. Kennard up top. Shoots over McDaniel. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right, coming out to the court right now, it's your 6th.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Tillman in at the 5 spot. And Embiid throws it down.
A very good passer. Harden is capable of leading the league in assists any year.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Brooks. Lots of room. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got his first 2 points.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life and some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of the Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Tucker's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Here's Bain. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now here's Tucker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And the defense of Jared Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin helped. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out.
Take a break.
Now living up to that
shots.
massive potential.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Daniel House has checked in for Tobias Harris. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done.
And Morant gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Maxey looking it over. Embiid. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. 3-on-3. Brooks the pass to Concho. He feeds it to Morant. He nails it, and we're tied up. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the inside. Embiid kicks to Harden. To Embiid. Another shot. He lays it in. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
On the wing, Brooks. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Jackson, that's good.
Just like his pop. Jaren Jackson Jr., yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. He can't let that happen.
Now, here's Maxey. Back to Harden. This one for 3. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Hammering the offensive glass, Embiid putting that big size to use.
Morant against Harden. Morant scanning the floor. Over Harden. And too long on the shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Doc. A high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of shootout?
Not at all, but we're not playing good enough defense to guard anybody. So, we just got to play better D, keep the ball in front of us.
Doc, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 13 points and 2 rebounds. It is all happening for him so far tonight. An incredible first half performance. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Great work on the glass so far. They're hustling, showing more design, and boxing out. That's what they have to do. That's the recipe for success.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
It was a great display of team ball. Wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit sharing the ball. Not only does that make it harder to guard, it makes the game more enjoyable to watch.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Okay, I see you, Josh, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Here's Maxey. The Grizzlies making the shot, and there's the pass to Embiid. And a miss there on the triple. Grizzlies shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Here's Morant. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. And so Harden will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid. One shot.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Now, here is Harden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And yes, it's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Bane. It's a 5-point game. And Brooks gets it to go.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And Philadelphia calls time here. During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. McDaniels comes in for P.J. Tucker. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Luke Kennard comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Now, here's Melton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got his second basket of the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Jones kicks to Kennard. Now Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he lays that one in. And the 76ers lead by 6.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed. And great score there to help his team.
Now, here's Bane. 5 points in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Amazing that Bane fell for the last pick in the first round in 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range of his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bane.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
George Niang, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Grizzlies also making a change. Aldama's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's Memphis with it. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Memphis moving it around. This is it to Clark. And the rejection by Harrell. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Milton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Bain finds Kennard. Clark right side. And another miss by Memphis.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Niang. Now here's Melton. Back to McDaniel. Inside. And Harrell slams it down hard.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers ahead as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-4 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Morant is out there with Williams. And it's Tillman in at the center position. And he comes up with the deuce. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Harris against Brooks. A nice shot by Harris.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Pass to Brooks. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. On the way, Harris. Back to Harden. The pass to Tucker. Outside, Maxey. 4 on the shot clock. Over Williams. Here's Embiid. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
Williams scanning the floor. Now here's Morant for 3. And again, Memphis no good. The 76ers leading by 18. Harden kicks to Maxey. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one.
2 minutes.
Back to Harris. Over Brooks. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Passes it to Tucker. Back to Harden. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Look, some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy. But he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple-double.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Harden was the first player to average 35 points and 7 assists in a season.
Yeah, and that was in the 2018-19 season. The same year, he was also the first player to score at least 30 points against every other team. No one had done that since the NBA expanded in 2004.
Harden hits them both. Like we know, a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
Down low. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Conchar. Here's the floater. No good from Clark. Here's Philadelphia. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Milton. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Milton. Kennard with the rebound. Now the Grizzlies with it. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. It's good from long range.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Milton with it. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. I mean, it's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with James Harden. James, this team adds on to its win streak. How important are nights like this as you move forward?
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up, so we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.
It is not where you start, but where you finish. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.